Welcome to another episode of Trending Niches. This week I've got a really good mixture of different merch by Amazon trends for you, as well as some really interesting Redbubble trends as well at the end of the video. But before we start with that, I've got a quick announcement to make. So you might know that the research tool I'm using to find these trends and also to find my own evergreen niches is PODCS. And I did want to just make you aware of the fact that if you're interested in the tool and you're watching this before the 14th of November, then I would just hold fire for a few days, because they're going to have a Black Friday sale from the 14th until the 26th of November, where you can get 2 years worth of membership for the price of one. So you'll basically pay $99 if you use my discount code PA50 for 2 years, and that works out to be something like $4 per month, which is literally like the best value for money you can get in terms of research tools. So anyone who's been using PODCS, I know some of you have signed up to the monthly subscriptions. If you're enjoying it, from the 14th it's your chance to take advantage of that deal. It's probably the best deal you're going to get for the whole year. So yeah, I just wanted to make you aware of that, and let's get started on merch by Amazon. First off, I've got a trending niche for you that you should not be selling or copying, because there's a lot of Yellowstone t-shirts doing really well at the moment. 18k, 19k, 30k, and this is, for one, it's a national park in the US, which might trick some people into thinking it's okay to sell these if it's not trademarked. But this is also related to apparently a popular TV show or streaming show. I don't know it myself, but when you Google it, it will come up with a series, and that's why this is trending, and that's also why you should not be selling anything related to this phrase. You can see this common logo here, this Y that's featuring in all of these designs, so don't get tricked into it. Even an American flag with the word Yellowstone down it, which looks very innocent, I wouldn't copy it. It's just too dangerous if it's related to a TV show that's popular as well. So yeah, definitely stay away from Yellowstone. It's a big trend right now, but you are not allowed to sell it. The first niche I found for you is Thanksgiving Nurse. And there's a lot of shirts doing really well at the moment that are aimed at nurses celebrating Thanksgiving. And there's also a lot of good examples right here of how to sub-niche further. So we've got ICU nurse, Gobble Squad, we've got ER, Thanksgiving crew, so different types of nurses that you can target. There's another cool example right here, thankful for my patients, so focusing on the patients there that the nurse is grateful for. So yeah, basically just think of some cool ideas of how you can cross niche Thanksgiving with nurses, or maybe with a specific type of nurse. Lots of these designs are using turkeys obviously, but there's probably also other ways to go about it. I do like this rainbow design right here, and once again we've got NICU nurse, so a potential different sub niche there once again. Next up, a very, very popular Christmas trend already that I noticed is my It's Too Hot for Ugly Christmas Sweaters shirt. If you want to know how to design those from scratch, I did just upload a video telling you or showing you how to do it in Illustrator, and these all look relatively similar, which you would expect from an ugly Christmas sweater design style. But maybe do the same phrase, just exchange Christmas for Thanksgiving and do that style. Maybe that's an idea that could work. Just a random thought there. I'm guessing there will be way less results for that phrase than there would be for this phrase right here. But as you can see, there's definitely a lot of shirts doing well in this niche. If you can be unique somehow and change the phrase about a bit, change the designs to make them stand out more, maybe like this person on a red t-shirt, right, that stands out among all of these other black ones, then you're definitely giving yourself a big advantage. Niche number 3 is another Thanksgiving sub-niche. This one is basically Thanksgiving plus cat, because there's tons of these designs with extremely low BSRs, which are basically a turkey pretending to be a cat to hide from the Thanksgiving dinner. This is a really cool idea, which probably doesn't just work for cats, but could also work for other popular animals. So if there is pre-made graphics out there, or if you're a skilled graphic designer, then it would probably be a good idea to try this concept, to try this style with maybe dogs or with dinosaurs. That would be maybe a bit stupid, but could work with axolotls. I don't know, just different animals that people are already interested in, and animal niches that are already selling well on Merch by Amazon, but use the same concept. You could also use Vexel's design requests for these sort of topics. You could show them this as an example and say, can you make a variation where the turkey is dressing up as a cat and saying woof woof instead of meow meow. So definitely not just the cat variation of this design that's interesting, even though that's the highest sort of trend right now. If you want to think outside the box, then maybe think of different animals as well. Moving on, I also tried to find something for you which is trending and not related to Thanksgiving or Christmas, which was really hard. There's not many trends other than those two big ones at the moment, but this one showed up. So cartwheel, there's one design doing really well, 68k BSR, which was unusual to see for an evergreen niche like this. Maybe this is an interesting niche to consider right now because it seems to have some big interest with this trending shirt. Once again, all of these look extremely similar, so you can probably stand out quite easily. Even if you just select a different shirt color for the primary thumbnail, you will already stand out because these all seem to be on black. Generally very girl themed. Obviously it seems to be like a feminine sport. Lots of pink, purple colors. This sunset design actually stands out quite a lot among the others. So maybe that is a route to go down, vintage sunset rather than pink and white basic text. But yeah, cartwheel, definitely an interesting niche that I would have a further look into, and seems to be trending somewhat at the moment. And niche number 5, we've got cats for everybody. Definitely a lot of cat designs doing well at the moment. I'm not sure why, but as you can see, 66k BSR right here. Some of these are not doing too well yet, but it's still early for Christmas designs to be trending. So this is definitely a good indicator that this sort of design style could do extremely well once we get closer to December or move into December. So cats for everybody, it's just Santa throwing cats into the air. Very funny design style, and once again, could probably work with other topics as well. We see different variations of designs with some nice graphics right here and the text at the top. There's also ugly Christmas sweater variations, which always seems to work for any sort of Christmas topic. So definitely worth looking into this phrase and maybe thinking of other variations with other animals as well. Moving on to the first Redbubble niche, we've got Keep Calm and Support Germany. Now this is extremely interesting because it only has 55 results and it is football related, I believe, because most of these graphics or most of these designs include a European football that is, for all the Americans out there. This niche is trending right now and is probably going to do even better in a couple of weeks when the World Cup starts, the Football World Cup, and if Germany does well, then this sort of small pocket niche for supporting Germany could do really well. It's also interesting because obviously you don't just have to do this for Germany. You could type in Spain, keep calm and support Spain. How many results have we got here? 18. That's amazing. So this phrase may not be trending, but once again, you've got some cool sub-niche ideas right here for a football event, which is literally happening in like a week from now. What else could we try? Brazil, are they playing in it? I'm guessing they are. So once again, very little results. So some cool sub-niche ideas right here. You could create one design with that phrase and then quickly exchange the flags and the names. And you've got yourself out into some very low competition niches, which could do really well in the near future. Moving on, we've got engineer by day, chef by night. Once again, very low results, 84. And I do like this one because it is a really, really cool and good example of how to cross niche effectively. So we've got engineers who are working all day at their job and then come home and they also enjoy cooking as their hobby. So they're a chef by night. So you could put this phrase into hundreds of different niches by just changing the job title. That way you're targeting people who like cooking and who do a certain job. Or you could do it the other way around. You could exchange chef by night with something else. Now I have to think of something off the top of my head. What else could he be by night? A dad? I don't know. That's a bit broad, but you get the idea. Just exchange that word for another thing, another hobby, or a different characteristic. You could do gamer by night. That's another good idea. So engineer by day, gamer by night, and once again flip this word or exchange the word engineer with hundreds of different job titles, and you've got yourself a really unique scalable design. And the fact that this phrase is trending does show that there is potential with this sort of idea. Right, the next trend on Redbubble is aging like a fine wine with very low results and not a lot of designs that look good. So we've got a sticker right here with white text, which you can't even read. This design is very, very hard to read on this t-shirt because it's so small, thin font, and the graphics are not really ideal. The best example is probably these two right here. I could see that sort of design style doing very well for this sort of trending phrase, but besides that, no good examples. So your competition is not just low, but also not very qualified in terms of design quality. You could probably apply it to different types of alcohol as well that do age or get better with age. I don't know which ones exactly that would be, but you could do some research and then apply this phrase to other niches that way as well. Next up, we've got 7 days without a pun makes 1 week. A very daft pun, obviously, and you can very easily enter this trend with just a simple text-based design, as you can see right here. Some of these are very, very basic. I wouldn't really know what to put in terms of a graphic anyway, but yeah, for some reason this phrase has made it into the trends on Redbubble, and there is loads and loads of stickers. This person's literally just used the same phrase or the same design and changed the color a million times. So yeah, if you like text-based designs, you can very easily and quickly create something for this trending niche on Redbubble. Moving on, we've got a really funny one. Save a turkey, eat pickles. I do like this variation of the, saving turkeys on Thanksgiving niche or idea. And yeah, there's only 144 results and it's trending. So a really cool Thanksgiving sub niche. I do know this font, I think. I have recommended that font before. Definitely looks good for that phrase. Groovy retro font, and obviously you could put turkeys and pickles into your graphics if you want to enter this niche. I like this design as well with a hat. That's quite a cool idea. So definitely good inspiration right here in terms of design styles. We see different variations with turkeys, pickles, just text-based. Definitely easy to be creative for this niche and create something funny looking. And I could even imagine like an ugly Thanksgiving sweater design with lots of pickles and turkeys floating around and having that phrase applied. So a very fun Thanksgiving sub niche that is currently trending on Redbubble for you. And the next trend I've got for you is I paused my workout to be here, which is a spin of the popular phrase in the gaming niche, which a lot of you probably already know, which is I paused my game to be here. And this one is really cool. It's got 559 results, which is still decent for Redbubble. It has got lots of different text-based designs as well as some with graphics. Now, with these sorts of phrases, you can often also go a step further and cross niche this with Thanksgiving or Christmas maybe, and say I paused my workout to be thankful, I paused my workout to be festive maybe for Christmas, and then you could make it a more Christmas themed design style as well. And obviously, as usual, you could exchange the word workout for other activities and hobbies that people like to do, therefore create a nice scalable easy design to apply to lots of different niches where it might not be as popular as in the gaming niche, because in the gaming niche this phrase has been used like a million times before. So definitely a cool niche or trend with lots of different ideas attached to it. Have fun designing for it, and I hope you get some sales. So that's it for this week's trends. Have fun designing. If you are currently starting out with print on demand, or you're just in your first year, just getting going, then you definitely have to watch this video next, where I show you 5 common print on demand beginner mistakes that you have to avoid.